Wait. Ask yourself this important question. Would you rather be a skunk or a wolverine? If you choose the skunk, everything about your life stays the exact same, except every single time you have a bowel movement, instead of normal shite coming out, you spray skunk spray at the exact same force and potency as a real skunk. But you also get really cool sharp claws that can retract. If you choose the wolverine, your life also stays the exact same, except every single thing you eat or drink has to be sprayed with your nasty wolverine spray before it goes into your mouth. If you don't know, wolverines in the wild spray their food with a nasty scent to keep other animals away from it. For your situation though, you spray everything that you ingest into your mouth. So that's water, pills, a mint, everything. But you get to run up to 30 miles per hour. Now, before anybody answers, here are some ground rules. This isn't one of those hypotheticals where you can just have whatever resources you want from the get-go. This applies to your life exactly as it is today. So that's your current job, current income, current resources. If you can realistically build some kind of protective device that hides the smell that you can afford, go for it. But you don't get to invent some kind of futuristic smell-proof suit that only exists in your imagination. Now, let me know in the comments which one you would choose. I personally picked the skunk. Now hear me out. I know most people will put a lot of focus on how much stronger the skunk spray is than the wolverine spray. That is true, but the wolverine spray is still extremely potent. I know a lot of people are probably thinking, well, I'll just choose the wolverine and I'll just fast all day, and then when I get home, I'll feast on my nasty wolverine ass grub in private. One factor that I will not compromise on, though, is my ability to stay fueled up and hydrated properly throughout the day. I like to feel good, and a big part of that is eating multiple small meals throughout the day and drinking lots of water. If I go with the wolverine, dude, like I can't even drink water. Like I spray water all day. I don't want to walk around dehydrated and feeling like a garbage can all day. Also, like, I don't want low energy in the afternoon. I like going for walks. I like hanging out with people. I like to do stuff. And honestly, that leads me to something else that's really important to me. I am a really huge people person. I genuinely love being around other people. So when I started thinking through the scenario, I wasn't just thinking about how it would affect me. I was thinking about how it would affect everybody around me too. Imagine you're out at a restaurant with your friends, right? The waiter brings you your food and all that. Whether you take the food to like go to the bathroom in private or out to your car or whatever, and then spray your nasty wolverine ass spray on it, you still got to bring it back to the table to eat if you want to eat it with your friends, that is. So going with the wolverine pretty much completely knocks out fine dining with, well, honestly, you're just yourself, but with your friends. So all this sounds well and good, but you may be wondering, all right, if you love being around people so much, what's your grand plan to hide the skunk smell? Here's what I would implement. The Mega Skunk Boy diaper. Computer, access the Dream Vault. Load Mega Skunk Boy diaper version 1.0. Computer, show me this guy's balls, please. Now, because these powers or unfortunate circumstances are laid upon me in my current situation, the diaper would probably have to be composed of a lot of material that isn't going to be very flexible. That's going to be the biggest issue with it. I probably wouldn't have the money to buy something that would be both flexible and completely seal-proof. Because to my current understanding, the more flexible something is, the more likely ass air is to escape it. But I do think I could throw something together that's at least completely sealed. You know, I might be looking like the Kanye West Roblox video for the first while of my life until I figure out how to engineer something a little better. But I think it's definitely possible for me to make something that's, although chunky and bulky, completely seal-proof, that I can at least be somewhat mobile in. Also, with the right diet, you ain't even got to worry about shitting in your Roblox diaper in the first place. Now, obviously, this leads to another question. You know, you wear the skunk boy diaper. Let's say you have your little skunk boy accident in it or whatever. You got to take it off at some point, right? You've got to think about how powerful that spray really is. Once it sprays, it's there, and it's an absolute pain in the ass to get rid of. So here's my plan. I'd personally be okay with wearing the Super Mega Skunk Boy diaper all throughout the day. And then at the end of the day, I just go out into the woods, take a nice 1 mile hike, because that's something I already enjoy doing every day and it's a part of my health. So I'd walk out into the middle of the woods, take it off, clean it out. You know, honestly, I hadn't even really thought about the whole cleaning process yet. I'm gonna be real with you, but I may just have to make a whole new one every time. But basically, I'd clean and sanitize everything or put on a new one, walk back home, and let that be that. When thinking through the possible things I could build if I were to choose the Wolverine to hide the smell, I couldn't really think of anything that was both smell-proof and more comfortable than the Mega Skunk Depends, for me personally. Although you would have a lot more cheaper options for materials that are both flexible and could be completely seal-proof for your duty breath, I hate having constricting things around my head. Anytime I wear a mask on Halloween for more than like 20 minutes, I get pissed off because it makes my face so hot. Every design honestly just felt more horrible than the diaper for me personally. But what do you guys think? I'm very interested to hear which route people would go and why. Time for a bonus question. Now, moving on to a bonus question here. Who do you think would win in a fight, Captain Skunk or Captain Wolverine? So let's say we pick two random people from the population, same age, same weight class. One has the skunk abilities, and then one has the Wolverine qualities. And let's also say it's in like a UFC octagon where neither person can leave. I'm gonna say in a fight to the death, the majority of the time, the skunk is gonna take it. Now, here's the thing. If the Wolverine has any semblance of training, like martial arts training or anything like that, Wolverine's probably got it all day, because a Wolverine can run 30 miles per hour and just out dodge the skunk's claws, knock him out, it's over. But if we're just picking from the population, from your average Joe, most people aren't going to have that kind of martial arts training. And also, like, with the skunk's claws, it's really only going to take one good swipe to the wrong area and you're done. You're bleeding out, it's over. So I'm going with the skunk again in this situation. Let me know in the comments below your choices and why. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you guys in the next one.